host of ESPN's First Take. He has a hit podcast. All right, well, why the glum face? Stephen A. Smith. You should not have a glum face.
because you called me to rub it in, man. I mean, the inauguration is just a few days. You're gloating. I'm listening to you talk about the Democrats. I mean, what happened to moving forward? You know, you're talking about the cognitive decline again. You're choosing every opportunity to take a shot. What happened to moving forward, Sean? What happened to moving forward?
I don't take shots. We have a rule. You and I. When I'm talking on my radio show or on this show about sports, you never miss an opportunity to write me. You say, stay in your lane. When you talk about politics, what do I write you? Stay in your lane.
Stay in my lane. Stay in my lane, yeah.
What is it that I really want to understand? I was talking about Joe's cognitive decline before the 2020 election. I was excoriated for pointing it out. The media beat the hell out of me for pointing it out. What is it, you know, about now that your eyes opened up? I told you about their policies failing. We showed everybody the border. We talked about the economy. We talked about war in Europe, war in the Middle East. We talked about their weakness in regarding America's position in the world. What part of my commentary did you miss?
Well, first of all, it was coming from you, so I'm inclined to ignore it half the time because you know how I hate agreeing with you. That's number one. Number two, I think that one of the things that's inescapable is that you talk about things. You talk about inflation. There was inflation under Trump. You talk about spending. There was some spending under Republicans. But in the end, here's what it comes down to: we looked at Biden as a problem. You were supposed to be a transitional president. You ended up trying to run. You embarrassed yourself by going on the debate stage June 27th. What we found out post-election is how so many people on the left were a part of it. You know, when you think about and you hear about what Biden's position is and how he and his family don't necessarily vibe with Nancy Pelosi anymore. They feel betrayed. They wondered about what they feel about Obama, even though former President Barack Obama put out that very nice tweet about Joe Biden a couple of days ago. We see Kamala Harris and some of the things that they're saying about her now, and they weren't saying it before. You're hearing how, and then you see the media, as you say, the media. And what are people doing? They're jumping down to Mar-a-Lago to kiss his ring. They're trying to make sure that he's not going to be targeting them. All of a sudden, you don't hear racist now. You don't hear associations with Nazis and Hitler and all of this other stuff. You're like, wait a minute here. You were sitting around convincing everybody and their grandmama that this dude was just completely unfit